Welcome back, YouTube. This is the Black American. And guess what I found today? Guess what I found today? We're talking about Donald Trump. Donald J. Trump, the 47th president of the United States of America. I found some concrete evidence, some footage of him being racist towards black people. Without further ado, let's get into it. Before we do, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and leave your comments down in the comment section. Let's get into it.
And let me show you how racist Trump is. This don't make no damn sense.
Donald Trump stood up and said this.
I'm going to stick up for him because nobody else is, but I don't believe it.
Trump angrily criticized the mother who accused Michael of child molestation.
And she goes after him viciously and violently, and I don't believe it.
Oh, no, not that one. This one is better. This is racism.
I always remember him from being a good guy, paying me a lot of money, giving my friends rooms and free food. He was good to everybody when he was giving them free tickets and free hotel rooms.
He then...
Well, we don't need to go through the case again.
It's ridiculous. The woman was dancing at 8 o'clock, and this guy's in jail for 6 years. I don't understand it. I think it's wrong.
Yeah, but due process of law prevailed. So
I
that
think
you
he had
came
one of the worst defense lawyers I've ever seen.
So, guys, I don't know if you remember back in the 90s when Mike Tyson was convicted of rape. And clearly here, I had never even seen this footage. Donald Trump was defending him on David Letterman. And of course, Mike Tyson went on to talk about recently here how good of a man Donald Trump was. No, absolutely no racism detected. How he helped him, offered many free amenities, free things, money, things of that nature. Never felt a racist bone in that man's body. Pause. But yeah, let's go ahead and keep flowing forward because we're going to get into these very racist moments of Donald Trump.
Seemed like the real racist was David Letterman for questioning Donald Trump for taking up for Mike Tyson. All right, disregard that one. Well, what about this?
When we opened this Wall Street project and we talked about it, we gave us space at 40 Wall Street, which was to make a statement about our having a presence there.
He said, listen, I want some office space in your building on Wall Street. And I said, it's okay, Jesse, I'll make a good deal with you. I'll get you some space. You'll pay about $40 a foot. And he said, no, I don't want to pay 40. I said, how about 30? No. It was the cheapest deal I ever made in the history of 40 Wall Street. He got it for nothing. He's a very tough negotiator.
Hold on. What type of white racist 100% fully endorses a black candidate in Jesse Jackson while giving him building space for free? Didn't charge him a dime. I want that type of racism. I meant to show you this one.
Yeah, let's speak on Jesse Jackson, the late Jesse Jackson at this moment. R.I.P., sir, for all your efforts towards the civil rights movements and things of that nature. But yes, Donald Trump endorsed Jesse Jackson's political campaign to be president of the United States of America. So if Mr. Jackson would have won, do you know it would have been due to Donald Trump? Now, I don't know what was going on back then in the 80s. I was a kid back then, wasn't knee high in politics the way I am now, but it would have been something to see, something to witness, something to experience, similar to when Barack Obama was first elected president in 2008. And as you saw in the video, there's not a racist bone in his body and how he treated Jesse Jackson. They had a great relationship. I wish that Donald Trump would have made it to Jesse Jackson's funeral, but it would have just been a bunch of negativity from there. But and I also wish that he would have actually lowered the flags half-mast like he did Charlie Kirk. But that's another story, another time, another video. Let's keep flowing forward.
This is a clear sign of racism.
How you feel about the people that feel like Trump is racist?
So he's dated black women before, like the woman he always showed up with on the red carpet thing. She was a fine model. Right before his current wife.
What type of white man who's racist goes on national TV praising black people about how they built the nation?
African Americans built this nation. You know, you're just starting to get real credit for that, okay? I don't know if you know that.
I'm just saying, what type of white racist man would reach out to this black woman to shine a light on?
Before we go to the next one, that previous one where he was giving black people credit for building the nation, that was at the most recent Black History Month celebration, I believe, or some type of event that they have at the White House every year. And what I really liked about that event this year is that Donald Trump didn't center around fueling the victimhood mentality about the things that we need and deserve. He focused on the things that we've built and that we've done and how we can continue to build and earn and move forward. That's the type of mentality that I have. That's the type of mentality that the rest of the black alley that always begging the government for something, begging the government for food stamps, begging the government for any type of welfare, begging the government for reparations. We're better than that. We're so resilient. Yes, we've been done dirty throughout history. But when you look at the things and how everything is set up, we've gotten everything we've finally been fighting for. We've gotten it. Now we need to focus and understand and realize that we have everything we've been fighting for. And now it's time to put our feet in the dirt, put our feet on the ground and sprint forward and move forward and go in and shed all these negative stereotypes that we have. Lazy, loud, obnoxious, criminals. It's up to us to change that. And I like how Donald Trump was recognizing how hard we've worked to build this country. Because when you instill a mentality, that can change your life.
On what happened to her, and to help her out so much, and to give her praise as much as he did.
One of those who knows the importance of this mission is Felicia Cook, a lifelong Washingtonian who tragically lost her grandson to violence in 2017. Felicia, we're so sorry, and you are a spectacular person. If you could say a few words, please. Thank you very much.
Now check her out.
So nice. I like her. Please.
I like him too. One thing I like about him, he keeps it real just like Grandma. I appreciate that because I can trust him because he tells exactly how he feels and what he thinks. Thank God for this president. We marched, we rallied, and nobody heard me, Democrats, get mad at me. Until this Republican sent his constituents, his people out there to interview me in my home. Have you ever heard of a thing? I love him. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say about that racist stuff. And don't be looking at me on the news hating on me because I'm standing up for somebody that deserves to be standing up for. Get off the man's back. Let him do his job.
Listen, I don't care what you're saying. Trump's still racist because I think he is, and that's the bottom line. I don't give a damn. The mindset of a leftist needs to be studied, evaluated, and treated. They're just never right. Pun intended. Have a great day, my fellow Americans.
All right, let's give it to that brother. I like his videos, the way that he approaches things. I did react to my last video on that gentleman there. But I think it's at this point, anything Donald Trump does is going to be looked at negatively and spun off some type of way because the left has done a great job of demonizing this man. Absolutely nobody had anything negative to say about Donald Trump before he ran for president, because when you run for president, you got to throw dirt on your opponent. And that's exactly what the Democrats did. Donald Trump was a household name to the black community. He's probably one of the most name drop names in rap music, hip hop music. And now all of a sudden he's racist. Nothing he does is right. And it's all on how you look at it, your aspect on life. And since my awakening, I just looked at everything objectively, and I'm able to decipher what's true and what's not, and what's real and what's fake. Because at the end of the day, not too long ago, we were all rapping, when I hit the hood, I make the block bump. Niggas in the hood, they call me black. I'll let you finish those lyrics. But now all of a sudden, he's the most racist human being to breathe. I mean, he was shaking hands in videos with every single prominent black person. Oprah was asking him, was he going to run for president on his show? 80s, 90s, somewhere around there. Then they convinced him he was racist for some reason. It's actually astonishing how they did it. I remember when he first won the presidency, I wasn't in shock like the rest of the Democrats. I mean, I wasn't shocked that The Apprentice won the presidency, but I thought it was a good thing. I didn't vote in that election because I couldn't decide left or right at the moment. But I felt like I felt like the country needed to be ran like a company, and they chose a businessman to do that. So I felt like that election, his first presidency, was not bad, and it was a shock to the world. I remember people were crying. Liberals were crying. Oh my God, it was hilarious. And then you got Jesse Jackson, Mike Tyson, Michael Jackson. Now, if this man was a racist, why is everybody hanging out with him? And why was nobody saying a word about it? When did he become racist? When? What act? What did he say? What did he do? What did he put into practice, into motion? What did he legislate? What? Give me some reasons, liberals, down in the comment section. Let me know what Donald Trump did that was racist. When did you start hating Donald Trump for being racist? When was the moment that you were duped? The propaganda worked on you. Let me know that exact moment. I want to know. I want to know the mind process, the mental gymnastics that you're about to comment down in my comment section. But when you do it, make sure you are civil. I want to have a peaceful conversation. I'm open to lefties and righties, liberals, conservatives, Democrats, and Republicans. Until next time, guys, this is the Black American.